Mike, how are you? Welcome
I'm
to
fine.
London.
How are you?
Not too bad. Relapse. We thought you were gone for good, and there you are back. And it all started with the Base Satan album.
Yes, sure did. It actually started a little bit before the Buck Satan record, but yeah, it took a while. You know, it took a while to talk Al into doing it.
How did you, when you got into the Buck Satan project, were you already planning on trying to get Al into it?
Yes and no. Like, I was just throwing it out there. You know, he was playing me some demos that wound up on the record, and I was like, man, that's really good, you know. And every night, well, not every night, but every other night, you know, we would keep listening to him. I kept asking him, man, let's do a whole record, you know. I got some riffs too. Let's go, you know. And then one day he was just like, yeah, we're gonna do it. So it was just, you know, kind of like that. You know, it happened pretty quick.
He says that you normally get him into doing things.
Yeah.
What's the trigger to get Al to do something?
Just keep repeating it.
Until he gets bored with it?
Yeah. We had a good time doing it, you know. I mean, once he said, yeah, we're going to do it, we did the whole thing. We wrote it and recorded it in like 3 months. Yeah.
Are you happy with the results, with the outcome of the album?
Yeah, of course. It's probably not only the most fun I had recording a Ministry record, but it's become kind of like my favorite. You know, it's different, and I think it offers a lot musically. You know, it's not just a straight up metal record or whatever, and it's not about one subject. You know, I like it. It's good.
How do you feel about the lyrics on Gold Diggers?
I love them. That was an interesting song to begin with, you know. But yeah, I like the whole concept of the thing. You know.
Now, on previous albums, you were, well, one of the things you were more against was George Bush. How do you feel now about the Obama administration?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're happy about it. We're happy about that. I'm happy that we don't have to sing about George Bush. There's enough of that, you know. But yeah, I mean, we're definitely happy, you know, with the president we have right now.
How do you feel about what's happening in Europe?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on, you know. I mean, I'm not happy about anything when there's a major problem, right? Yeah, but hopefully that stuff will get worked out. I mean, when economies crash, which, you know, it did very bad in the U.S., you know, it's a horrible thing. You know, people losing their jobs, their houses, it's awful.
You always been in your songs, in your lyrics, try to get people to vote, to take a position. Do you find that the new generation is actually a bit lazy from this point of view?
Oh, totally.
What do you think is, why?
Yeah, probably because, you know, there's just so much access to everything, you know. I mean, with the internet and everything is too much, you know, too much information almost, right? I mean, that's what I think, anyway. When I was growing up, I don't even think we had cable TV yet, you know, and you could buy albums. It was all albums, you know, and there wasn't such a wide variety out there, you know. So I think when you have things like that just thrown at you on every level, communication, whatever it may be, I mean, it's no wonder why they're lazy, you know. Smarter, but, you know, I don't know. Video games are pretty bad, right? I have friends that that's all they do, man. They just they'll play video games like all day, all night long, you know, for days. So I can't do that.
Now, back to music. I hear there's another Buck Satan album which is pretty much already written.
Not the whole thing. We have a lot of ideas. You know, when we did the Buck Satan record, one of the great things about it was every day I would come over to the studio. We didn't know what we were going to do, so we would if I had an idea, I would lay it down, and then Al would come in and sing over it. Or if he had an idea, then we would lay it down, and then so. But every day something good happened. You know, like we started on a new song, or you know, so the whole record flowed like perfectly. You know, and this next one is going to be even better because now we know what we're doing.
I really love that one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Cool, cool. I'm pretty proud of that record. I like it.
And there's also Rigor Mortis. There's also something new coming out.
Yeah. We just we recorded, the whole record's done, and we're gonna just do a few mixes on it and get it out there, and hopefully, you know, concentrate coming over here. You know, people appreciate that kind of metal more in Europe than they do in the US.
It's been a while since the last one, isn't it?
20 years or something like that.
Yeah.
We've been playing together, you know, the whole time, pretty much. We actually reformed with the original band back in, I think it was 04, 05, and we're still going at it, you know, so it just felt like the right thing to do. We kept getting all these offers to play shows, and I'm sitting there playing shows with music that's 30 years old, you know, so let's just do a new record.
What can we expect from this record then?
Well, it's pretty cool. I think it's a little more on kind of, I guess I could say maybe the timeless side, being that it has a lot of old school metal and old school thrash vibe to it, and instead of just like a speed metal record. You know, so there's a lot of different things. I did a lot of crazy acoustic guitar tracks on it, and my singer kicked ass on this record. I mean, he did such a great job, and it's going to be cool when it comes out.
When is that going to be out?
I'm hoping this year, you know. Just so busy with everything, but I'm hoping this year, really am.
And I hear about a blues album as well that you all have been putting together or thinking about.
No, we don't have anything like that. I play a lot of blues stuff, you know, on the side, but we've talked about it a few times, you know.
He seems quite keen on it.
Well, we love old blues, you know, love that stuff. I mean, all we listen to on our bus is, you know, old country and old blues, pretty much, you know, so big influence on us.
So with all these plans, where does that leave Ministry? Is Relapse going to be the last one, tentatively the last one, or see how it goes? You don't think so?
I mean, I can't say yes, can't say no, really. I mean, I hope there's another one, you know. I think there will be. We've been writing really crazy, you know, like things are, like it's almost fresh again, you know, so, yeah, I'm sure we will. I mean, that's what Al loves to do most, is be in the studio, you know. He has a studio at his house, so it's like, okay, let's record, you know.
As a friend, as someone who is working with Al, so obviously it can be easy, it can be not that easy. Are you ever afraid of being back into music business that might bring him back into temptation with the old drug thing, which he seems to be out of now?
No. I mean, you know, me and him both were addicted, you know, for a long number of years, and it's kind of like a burnout thing, I guess. And it's like, did it, done it, who cares? I mean, there's certain things that we do, like drink or whatever, but as far as the hard stuff, no, I don't see that ever happening again.
How's his health at the moment?
It's good. Just drinking, you know, which I wish that didn't happen so much, but, you know, that's what he does. You know.
Do you want to talk about the other members that you've taken on tour this time? You've got quite some good musicians.
With this band? Mm-hmm. Well, I'm really glad you brought that up, because you'll see tonight, we have a really good band. I've done many tours, you know, with Ministry, and I really have to say this is the tightest band that I've ever played with in Ministry. We all clicked really well together the first 2 days of rehearsal, and Al's just a good band right now. Casey Orr's playing bass. He plays the Rigor Mortis. He's playing guitar. Sin, who was on the Ministry record, and Casey's on the Ministry record as well. And Sin also played on the last tour. And JB, who's been our keyboard player since Rio Grande Blood, and then Aaron Rossi on drums, who's just a maniac. And he's incredible. He played on the last Ministry tour as well. It's probably known. Played with Prong for a while. But we all hit it off perfectly, and I'm extremely happy with the band.
You have Sam 69 that just turned 20.
It's pretty weird, isn't it?
Yeah, how do you feel about the legacy of Ministry?
I saw some pictures of me on that tour, and man, I look like I'm like 15 years old. God, I'm still going. And it's crazy, 20 years. I've been playing with Casey for 30 years. It's a long time,
Yeah.
Yeah. 30 years, wow.
How is your personal relationship after all these years playing together and being stuck on tour bus and?
Well, that's the hardest thing to keep a band together, right? Because you get it works with anybody, not everybody gets along, so I mean you have to laugh a lot, You have to laugh a lot and bond together. You have to find that way. If you don't, then it could be bad.
Looking back at Ministry's history, what do you think has been the biggest achievement?
That it's still going. I mean, I think it's pretty amazing if you think about it. I mean, Al started Ministry in 1980 or something like that. So that's a long time. He has a lot of records, a lot of songs. So it's definitely legendary status. Right?
Tonight, what are we gonna get?
You're gonna get a killer show, man.
New, old, a bit.
We have some really interesting visuals behind us on this tour that we've never used before. Kind of psychedelic. Okay. And there's like pop-ups of each guy in the band and stuff. There's a little mini movie in the beginning. And there's no fog. And we have an incredible road crew on this tour. I mean, everybody gets along, and it's really strange. I have never done a tour in my life where the band and crew and everyone just got along. Nobody's fought, nobody's got arguments or fighting. It's weird, really weird. I mean, that's the way you want it to go, right?
Maybe it's age. You just lose that thing of arguing and fighting. And
tired, yeah.
And just enjoy the moment. Any final message for your fans?
Man, just we love the fans more than anything. I mean, that's what keeps you going, really. And I hope everybody likes this. Everybody likes the show for sure. I think you'll like it.